Hey guys, so what is happening? So this is a quick update, a video here in England, and I'm back at the family home after almost 8 long months in Toronto, and I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update, get a chance to make a bit of a video. I'm actually back at the one of my favourite spots. I'll just show you guys where I am right now. And I used to actually do a lot of running around here, and when I mean running, I mean actually sort of just exercise and training and all sorts of that good stuff. And this is one of the smaller fields, and you can probably see there's a bigger field at the back there. So I've ran a few small marathons, 10Ks, cross country, and just used to come here after work when I used to live in England and just run a few circuits, keeping fit. And you can see in the background there, you can see the British sky, the British weather. After living 8 months in Canada, it's nice to come back and see this kind of a sky again. And so I just wanted to take this chance, it's a little windy at the moment, just to give you guys an update on how things have been since we've been back. And honestly, it's been like a bit of a whirlwind, you know. We've been in Canada since October of 2021. We came back just to visit the family, and it feels like we've been on a long holiday, and now we've moved back to England. It's been great to see the family, great to see the friends. My friends got married, so that was a good little time in Wales. Honestly, there's a lot to like about England. You know, it is a really beautiful place. The rolling hills, you know, when you spend all that time in Ontario and it's just flat, and then you get to a place called Blue Mountains and it's just a bit of a hill, which is quite funny, but no, it's a nice area. And you know, I can only truly tell you how I feel about the entire place when we get back, and give it a couple of weeks, and then we'll truly know what place feels more like home, how long we'll stay, will we stay, is there another place that's better suited for us. Coming back to England, honestly, people I feel like are more free here. There's something about the USA and UK that there seems to be a bit of freedom, more so than what you get when you're in Canada. And that's only because there's just a lot of rules in Canada, and it makes it frustrating, you know, to sometimes live and feel free. You know, there was no absolutely nothing in the airport, no checks, didn't have to show any vaccination, no paperwork, no documents, absolutely free. Whereas in comparison in Toronto airport, you know, everyone was walking around in masks. We actually got told to put masks on by one of the security or whatever, and by the time I got to the flight, I'd actually lost that mask. And then there was almost this weird feeling that they weren't going to let me on. They actually stopped me and asked me where my mask was, and they stopped me and went back to check, and I was like, I can't believe this. And they did all of that. And the guy at the back said, you don't have to wear them on the flight. They let me through. And I got back into England, and everyone's free here, there's no masks, none of that stuff, and I think it's just a nice feeling. And sorry guys, I'm just back actually to my original route. I'll flick it around real quick. So I used to run around here on a weekly basis, 2-kilometer circuit. Super peaceful here as well. I think that's some of the things I miss, you know, when you live downtown or midtown, wherever we are, and you're running routes to street circuit. We've got a couple of parks that are close by, That's the city life downtown, and it's been great to be back. We've met a lot of people, and everyone's asked us how we're doing and all this other stuff. And the only things I really can say that aren't great about Canada at the moment for me personally is the price of houses and the weather. But you know what you're getting into when you go to Canada for the weather, so that's not really a thing. But it's just how extremely expensive it is. It's just nice to have a bit of a breather. I feel like when we go back, that's it. Toronto grind starts again, and we'll be back running circles and doing everything that we were doing. But hopefully I can go back and take it into a bit of perspective and see, maybe get a better job, maybe get a better routine, get a slightly better salary if it's possible, just to make your life more comfortable. I feel like the culture in England is people have their job, they might have something on the side, but they also have a good balance of their own lives, whereas Toronto is known to be a work-centric city, and I feel like everyone just all they do is work, 2 jobs each. You have to weigh up the options of realistically how affordable a new place is, where you're happiest, where you have continuity of success, I guess, because these things really do matter. Because ultimately, if work works out, life works out, right? So we've got these decisions to make, but honestly, we're taking it a month at a time when we're in Ontario, because we don't want to get bogged down and stuck in that mind frame of we need to buy a property, or how are we going to make and save $1 million or afford a mortgage. And I think there's a opportunity definitely if we leave Toronto, and I think there's places that I genuinely really like when I drive up north. The last 7-8 months have been interesting, and I want to see how the next 7-8 months go, and then we might put in our applications for PR and all that stuff. But being back, it's really funny. You realise the scale and the size of Canada. It's absolutely huge in comparison. I've come back, and the lanes on the motorway, or the highway as you call it, are so small. It gives you so much anxiety when the truck wheel is right next to your face, just a few centimetres away, and that's how people drive here. It's nice to see all of the houses and the architecture and the small country lanes, but it is really interesting because it's just both countries are very beautiful, but it's, the scale and the proportion is something that you really truly forget about once you're on those huge highways, the 401s, 400s, and you have like 16 lane, 8 going that way, 8 coming back. You truly realise the scale and the size of difference and how vast Canada really is. And I've only been in Ontario and around GTA, and gone a bit north down to Niagara and all that stuff. I mean, I haven't done the whole length. It kind of really makes you realise how condensed and packed England is. 66 million people here compared to the 33 across the whole of Canada, so things are really packed here. There's like houses on top of houses on top of people on top of cars on top of everything else. So you really realise how condensed things are here, and this is not even the major city really, it's the second city where I'm near Birmingham, and it's nice to have green spaces like this. But that's the one thing I will always appreciate about Canada is the sense of freedom that the space gives you. That really means a lot to me about being in Toronto and Ontario, and the beautiful skies and the sunsets, compared to the stuff that you can see behind me. But yeah, just the odd things that you notice when you're back, the small things, the food, the people, the accents, cars, houses. It's a bit of a culture shock, but it's all good. For now anyway, guys, I'm just going to head back. It's just a quick short video. I want to say thanks for watching. There's going to be more stuff coming. I'll see you guys on the next one.